Good evening, one and all, and a very warm welcome to the Roundhouse Camden for the third annual ZYN Rolling Stone UK Awards. Let's go mad. Well, that was quite the opening courtesy of ZYN, our shiny new headline sponsor, wasn't it? And had I not missed my cue, I'd have been dancer number 7 playing an electric ukulele. But it was best left to the professionals. So please let's hear it for the fabulous Escala. Oh, bless them. Now, alongside our new best friends at ZYN, we're further supported tonight by Visit West Hollywood, Defender. Oh, yes, the Americans are in. M&S and AV specialists Vira, and do we have a show for you? It's been 4 years since we brought Rolling Stone to the UK, and it seems both 5 minutes and a lifetime ago. But over 50 months and 25 issues, we've rebooted the concept of a multi-genre music and entertainment magazine in both print and digital forms. And today, I'm delighted to say, enjoy an ever-growing circulation and reach. Add in live events like tonight and the ZYN-powered Future of Music Showcase launched last March, supporting brilliant artists in an independent venue. And what we've built is a UK pop culture hub plugged into a global content platform. That means not just taking what's being done over there by Rolling Stone US and sharing it here, but also, most excitingly, telling stories from the UK that are amplified by our Rolling Stone colleagues across 16 editions in 9 languages, including American. Spell colour and come at me. That's not just a source of pride for us or for me as an ambassador to the great campaign that champions the UK abroad, but it contributes significantly to a global business. According to UK Music, the industry's contribution to the British economy in 2024 was £8 billion. The value of exports hit a new high, 4.8 billion, and the industry provides employment to 220,000 people. Film and high-end television production are worth another 5.6 billion to UK PLC. Now, it's not just about the money. Our music and entertainment culture is the envy of the world, and rightly so. But it is a lot about the money, because here, like everywhere, growth is slowing and pressure is bearing down. 150 UK grassroots music venues have closed in the past 2 years, and more than 200 music festivals have disappeared since 2019. And so that's why, on the back of our menus tonight, we're asking you to support the Music Venue Trust. It's incredibly important. The knock-on effect of all of that is that emerging artists are finding it increasingly difficult to tour, and in turn it's taking them longer to reach a breakthrough moment in an industry where patience has rarely been a virtue. The government has committed £30 million, 10 million a year over 3 years, to a music growth package to support touring, mentoring and export. And they promise that's to support the whole music ecosystem, and that is to be lauded. But as long as legislation to stop AI stealing an artist's breakfast, or reciprocal agreements to make touring in Europe or the USA barrier-free sit unaddressed on somebody's desk, £10 million to support an industry worth £8 billion does feel like something my nan would have described as all fur coat and no knickers. A mental image that is my gift to you. So please know, someone here is in all fur coat, no knickers, I'm delighted. So please know that Rolling Stone UK exists to celebrate, promote and uplift all of you, year-round and tonight. And my God, that means a hell of a show incoming. 4 more live performances, 13 award winners, and a very special host for the main show later on, the BAFTA-winning beast that is Mr. Danny Dyer. Hell yes. Now, he's here for 2 reasons. 1, you are a tough crowd, so we're taking no chances. Do as you're told, it won't get tasty. 2, we're both West Ham fans. And as football fans will know, our big nights out have been a bit thin on the ground this year. So we've invented one for ourselves that isn't dependent on a win at Bournemouth. You're welcome. You're very welcome. And a quick shout out to Rolling Stone UK's content editor, Nick Riley. He is, Danny, what we would call Spurs vermin. I just thought I'd point him out. It's not fair on one level. There have been some fantastic performances at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium this past year. Beyonce, Lady Gaga, Post Malone. The rest of the time, nah, not so much. Anyway, 2 points, that's the office points going. 2 points of order before dinner. Firstly, support for our creative industries, as I've said, is not a given. So let's just take a minute to say thank you. Our friends at ZYN have been on our shoulder all year, supporting artists through our Future of Music showcase at O'Meara on Borough Market, alongside us at music festivals throughout the summer, and they are the flag bearer tonight. ZYN, I'm duty bound to tell you, is a tobacco-free, smoke-free, vapor-free nicotine pouch for all adult nicotine users who never want to miss a beat while enjoying their favourite music at home, a gig or at a festival. And their commitment to being there for music's best moments and us has shaped, supported and made possible tonight and our year. We also welcome back a returning supporter in Visit West Hollywood. Do as they ask. Go see a Californian city all its own, a creative hotbed from Sunset Strip to the Troubadour, where you will be as welcome, despite him, as our US flying guests are tonight. And happy Thanksgiving, guys, for next week. Thanks too to our friends at Land Rover for use of a fleet of Defenders to move our VIP guests this evening, and for making the car park look a bit like a scene from Celebrity Traitors. And please enjoy the wines at your table and the cocktails at the after party, for these aren't just wines and cocktails. These are M&S wines and cocktails. Oh yes! It seems like Christmas fairies are like buses, nothing for ages, and then Dawn French and I dispensing gifts come along at once. So finally, if it feels like you're sitting in the middle of an otherworldly TV set, it's because our colleagues of Vira have built a platform worthy of the talent present. We could not do any of this without any of you, and so from my heart, I thank you. Now, I will momentarily introduce the next performer, Hotfoot from the Shaftesbury Theatre, but before I do, I'm delighted to reveal that later this evening, also performing, will be the sensational stargazer Miles Smith is in the house. Hell yes. As is the BBC Introducing Artist of the Year, Jacob Aylon is here. Oh, yes. And closing our show tonight, we have something incredibly special. In tribute to the late Dolores O'Riordan, the frontwoman and lead vocalist of the Cranberries, the band's lead guitarist Noel Hogan will be joined by Australian duo Royal Otis on stage for an exclusive, once-in-a-lifetime performance of Linger. I promise you, there were tears at soundcheck, and it will use your heart as a football. And speaking of tributes, I can't leave without one of our own. In a career spanning more than 50 years, Ozzy Osbourne became an enduring icon of heavy metal, an establishment-baiting alchemist at the epicenter of a genre he created. He was a groundbreaker and a life force to be reckoned with, and his passing on the 22nd of July, just 17 days after the final Black Sabbath concert at Villa Park, was bang on brand. What's the point of a tribute gig if you're not at the party? He asked us that question when 2 years ago, doctors declared him unfit to travel just days before he was due to come here and collect our first Icon Award. He sent Sharon in his place, along with a video in which he implored us to keep her away from the bar as she gets so fucking rowdy. That was a fail. She and Youngblood, an Aussie protege if ever there was, were put out with the recycling. But in her acceptance speech on his behalf, Sharon said Ozzy is what rock and roll is all about. He's wild, he's fabulous, he's talented, he's like a fucking uncaged animal, and I adore him, as did we all. When we were struggling to get a flag in the ground for this event, Ozzy and Sharon signing up turned the tide for us. For a Prince of Darkness, he and his missus shed a lot of light. God rest Ozzy Osbourne.